Hey, my name's Justin with the Drip N Barbecue Company, and today I'm going to show you how to make smoked ribs that are so good that you may not step foot in a barbecue restaurant again. And we're going to do the whole thing using a charcoal kettle and the Slow N Sear. So if all you've had is restaurant style ribs, you're going to be genuinely surprised how much better it tastes when you make it at home. But the advantage to the Slow N Sear is it doesn't just make great food, but it makes it easy to make great food. It gives you outstanding temperature control. So what that means is you don't have to spend all day babysitting your cooker, which is really important when you're cooking something like ribs that can take 4 to 6 hours. I'm using baby back ribs today. You could use spare ribs or St. Louis style spare ribs, but just keep in mind that the bigger they are, the longer they take to cook. So to remove your membrane, you need your ribs, a paper towel, and a butter knife with a dull side. And what you want to do is flip your ribs over on their back and then slide that butter knife directly underneath that outer layer between the bone and the silver skin. Once you've got it pulled up enough that you can get your thumb underneath it, take a clean paper towel and then gently tug at it, and if you're lucky it'll all come off in one piece like a piece of masking tape. So now's the time when we brine the meat. And we do this for two reasons. One, it enhances the flavor, and two, it locks in moisture. I'm using table salt, but you could also use kosher salt. And a good rule of thumb is to use about the same amount of salt as you would if you were salting your food at the dinner table after it's cooked. Now ribs are thin, so you could do this right before you light your cooker, but for best results, it's better to do it the day before if possible. So here we are at the kettle. We've got our Drip N Griddle pan in place, and then we've got a starter cube right here with 12 charcoals around it. And I'm gonna light this real quick. And now I'm gonna pile the rest of this charcoal around this. And once that burns down a little bit, I'll come back and show you how to set this up the rest of the way. Okay, so our coals have burned down, so as you can see, I added more coal, and then I have 2 pieces of hickory wood, and I'm going to add a third one right here. Then that's going to start to smoke. Now we added exactly 1 quart of water into the water trough here, and what's good about that is that's going to act as a heat sink throughout the course of the cook, which will help stabilize temperatures. But it also is designed to burn off slowly, so you have a constant supply of steam, which helps with smoke flavor and smoke ring formation on the ribs. Remember that vent settings can be dramatically affected by ambient temperature and wind and things like that. But starting out, a good rule of thumb is to set the upper vent at 1/3 open, and then we're going to set the lower vent at 1/4 of the way open, and we'll go from there. For rib cooks, a meat probe doesn't do you much good, but we're still going to use a good digital thermometer to monitor the temperatures inside the cooker. Okay, so we're 2 hours into this. Let's take a look and see what we got. Oh yeah, ribs look good. They smell great. Okay, it looks like we got some good color here. Got a nice crust forming. Let's do the bend test. The bend test is how you tell when the ribs are done. And we know now they're not done, but that's okay. We can still do the test. The idea here is you grab the rack about 1/3 of the way down, and then you let it fall over. see that? And if you see little cracks right here, you know that the ribs are ready. This is cracking on the outside, but we're not getting a lot of crackage right here in the middle, and that's how you know when these are ready. These are cooking rather quickly though. It won't be long till they're done. So this is your 4-hour update, and I've already done the bend test on these, and they are not quite ready, but man, they are getting close, and they smell amazing. We're about, we've got about a quarter to a third of the way full on the water, in the water trough. That's designed to last 5 hours, and that looks like that's exactly what it's doing. And then it looks like we got about half the charcoal left in the Slow N Sear. So we'll have plenty to finish out this cook. And I'm gonna watch these closely over the next hour because I'm pretty sure they're gonna be done anytime now. So it's been 4 hours and 45 minutes and these guys are done. I just did the bend test on them and they are ready to go. So at this point, it's time to do the sauce. You can do this one of two ways. You can either apply the sauce and then let the ribs sit for 10 or 20 minutes and let the sauce bake in, or you can apply the sauce and do a direct sear really quick. And that's if you're gonna do sauce at all. Nobody's saying you have to do sauce, but my suggestion would be try it all three ways. First try it without the sauce, then try it with the sauce and see which way you like best. Okay, so I've tried them both multiple times. I'm trying to be thorough here. I think my preference is for the ribs that we didn't sear at the end, the ones where we put the sauce on it and slid it to the other side for 10 or 15, maybe 20 minutes and let the sauce cook on slowly. But that's me. You have to try this for yourself. Either way, it was fantastic. You should try this. This is an easy cook. It only takes 5 hours. The results speak for themselves. You'll love it. And send us pictures. We love that. So if you have any other questions, check us out at our website at abcbarbecue.com, where we didn't invent the kettle, we perfected it. Thanks for watching.